Hello, welcome to this lecture video. I'm teacher Melai and let's talk about problem solving and its definition. So in this topic, we are going to consider the following. So problem solving, particularly the definition and process, problem solving in mathematics education, problem solving in the conceptual framework of the K-12 mathematics curriculum, factors affecting problem solving, and lessons from research studies on implementing problem solving. So our first target is to discuss the first topic, which is problem solving definition and process. So problem solving has a special importance in the study of mathematics. This is according to Wilson, Fernandez, and Hathaway in 2011. And the main goal in teaching mathematics problem solving is to develop a generic ability in solving real-life problems and, of course, to apply mathematics in the real-life situation. So whenever we are teaching mathematics inside a classroom, we always convince our students that the students need this because of its importance in the real-life situation. And of course, it can also be used as a teaching method for a deeper understanding of the concept. And we can say that there is a successful problem solving if we could actually now control some factors and skills that are dependent on it. So, because of course, successful problem solving depends upon many factors and skills with different characteristics. That's why there are several studies that aim to explore the factors that might influence the problem-solving skills or mathematical problem solvings of the students or the performance of the students in particular. So there are many skills needed for a learners to become an effective problem solver. And also, there's factors and skills make the teaching of problem solving one of the most complex topics to teach. So mathematics is actually used in general to quantify numerically and especially natural as well as a man-made situation. So it is also used to solve problems, and it has known to be a help in making social, economics, and technological advances, and that is according to Dane in 2009. So learning facts and contents in mathematics are very important, but of course, these are not enough. The students should learn how to use these facts to develop their thinking skills in solving problems. Special attention for the development of problem-solving ability has been accepted by mathematics educator, and that is in 1989 by Stanek and Kilpatrick. And genuine mathematical problem solving is one of the most important components in mathematics programs or curriculum. So this is according to Stacy in 2005, Halmos in 1980, and Kraft in 1982. So as you can see here, we have some sources which is in 1980 and 1982 and even in 1989, just to emphasize that this is really important even before, and it is not only for the learners this 21st century, but also for the learners even before. So mathematical problem solving may help students improve and develop standard ability to solve real life problems. So this was already mentioned in our first few slides, and this is supported again by Reyes et al. In 2001. And the main reason is, as given emphasis, it is because of critical thinking skills and reasoning. So when we are dealing with problem solvings, when we are solving real life problems, and even real life problems in general, so our critical thinking skills and reasonings are being developed. So we also gain deep understanding of the concepts, and to It also helps us to work in a group, cooperate with, and interact with each other. So that is, of course, depends now on the nature of problem-solving activities given by the teacher whenever you are given, for example, an individual activity by pair or in collaboration with other members of your groups. It can be by threes or by fives. So especially, it may also improve eagerness of an individual to try to analyze mathematical problems and to improve their determination and self-concepts with respect to the abilities to solve problems, to make the individual aware of the problem-solving strategies, value of approaching problems in an orderly manner, and that many problems can be solved in more than one way, and to improve individuals' ability to solve appropriate solution strategies, capacity to implement solution strategies accurately, and abilities to get a correct answer to problems. So as you can see, the given definition of problem solving is focused on its objective to improve critical thinking skills. So it's more on the benefit of what a student can get learning problem solving subjects or problem solving skills in general. Okay, so let us also move to the process. So this picture is excerpt in one of my studies. So it is particularly the figure 7 of my manuscript. It is called the mathematical problem-solving process model, integrating the use of metacognitive strategy knowledge. So we have here a legend that shows that we have a line, linear flow, which represents a linear flow, and a line which is broken, but it's still with an arrow. It is use of the metacognitive knowledge flows. So as you can see in this slide, we actually have 5 major step, and the first one is to read and analyze the problem, or to read and understand the problem. The next step is the exploration. Next step is to devise a plan. Next is to carry out, and then to look back. So if you notice, we have here an arrow going to problem posing, and the other one is going back to read and understand the problem again. So the usual method that we do, of course, to solve a problem is to read first the problem and then to understand. And then based from what we read, we have to come up now with an exploration on what to do to this problem for us to solve. So we devise a plan. And then we execute that plan, so we carry out. And then, of course, we have to check back. So in checking back or looking back, we have to go back again to the problem if the problem now, or our solution now, is the correct solution for the problem. Or it can even create another problem, and that is problem posing. So in each step here, we have an arrow going back. So just like from read, understand the problem to exploration. So we have an arrow going back to read and understand the problem. So this represents now the metacognitive strategy knowledge flow, or it is also sometimes called heuristics. So the presence of this metacognitive strategy knowledge, the solver may move from one process to another. So she may also jump from one stage to or phase to another. So as you can see here, so after going to another step, going to another step, so he can go back. And I have here lines that represents also a broken line, that after going to look back to the solver can go back to exploration and go back to look back, and vice versa, or to carry out. So we have here broken lines placed to show that the solver can go back from one phase to another phase even without following now the step from read and understand going to look back. Ideally, we follow that step, but because of the presence of metacognitive strategy knowledge, as mentioned, the tendency is we can go back to another phase, or we can even go to a problem posing which creates another problem for us. So this is the lesson 4, again, definition and the process of problem solving. And these are the references. So I actually obtained the informations from the references. So it's in a research manuscript entitled Mathematical Problem Solving Strategies Among Student Teachers, and the other one is Metacognitive Strategy Knowledge Used Through Mathematical Problem Solving Among Pre-Service Teacher. Thank you for watching.